Hello, welcome back to another episode of Stunder Stories. So this week, it's been super exciting. We've had a few events this week actually, went to quite a few different places, done quite a few different things. So stick around to find out. Also been a bit of a DIY week. We're going to get into that in today's video. But first, a word from me. Hey, you over there. Come with me. Let's go for a walk. So, if you want to help us out a little bit, right? First of all, what you should do, show this video some love. Give it a like, give it a subscribe, give us a comment. Something you should really comment on is you may notice we're doing something a little different today. We're going to be switching in and out of frame. We just thought, one of us standing around awkwardly, it looked a bit odd. So leave a comment. What do you think? Do you like the new style of switching in and out? Or do you like staring at Stacy awkwardly staring at me while I talk too much? And maybe with her next to me, you can probably see all the time she tries to tell me to stop. But anyways, don't forget, like, subscribe, enjoy the video, and stick around all the way till the end. It really helps us out. Thank you so much. Back to me in the room. Welcome back. So, my part. So this week, the work side of it is that we had to do some weighing of our cows. We had to inject some medicine. Unfortunately, one of our cows we saw was a little bit sick. So we had to inject some medicine into that cow. We just decided while we were at it, we did most of our herd. Got some medicine just to help to prevent certain diseases. The medicine we inject protects against the most common diseases found in cows. It doesn't protect against everything, so we're still kind of hoping that it goes well, and we have to check in on that one. So you'll see some of these clips that we are herding the cows into quite a narrow space. This narrow space is called a vrat. I don't know the English name. If you know the English name, or any of our Afrikaans viewers, if you guys know the Afrikaans name, please tell me, because again, I'm learning farming in Plottage, so all my terminology is now Plottage. So anyways, this space is used for a few things. It's to load the cows into trucks. So when you sell cows, you load them in using that pathway, because then that is a nice ramp on the end up to the truck. It's used to offload cows, obviously, when you buy. And then it's also when you need to give medication, when you need to mark, when you need to check cows, anything where you don't want the cow moving around too much, you use that space to do exactly that. One problem with it being, the cows hate narrow spaces. And obviously not everything you do there is pleasant for them. They don't like the injections, they don't like a lot of the stuff, so they've also associated with that. So to get them in there is a whole sport on its own. So I'm sure you can see in this video, it's quite a run around. The cows, they get in, then they try to go backwards, and they try to turn around inside the vrat, which doesn't work because they're way too big for it. And then on top of that, the scale itself that you weigh them on is also a narrow space, because you have to shut two gates on both sides. So it's literally got enough room for them to kind of move around a little bit while you weigh. So they're also not really big fans of the scale. So we do this for a few reasons. One, because we're beef farmers, we have to check the progress of the cow. How heavy is it getting? Are we feeding it well enough? Do we need to change something in the diet to improve it? Do we need to move it to closer to the farm so we can feed it better? So we weigh them, we check them in, and then obviously you check for diseases, give them injections to treat them. And then on top of that, one of the advantages of the vrat, it's got two exits. So if you do it well enough, you can sort the cows. So what we also did is we sorted the herd. So we sorted our herd now out into their own herd. By the way, we haven't mentioned yet, we got 6 more cows. So we now have a herd of 12, which is really great. It's pretty much technically big enough to be its own herd now. So we've taken them out, we've put them into one of the fields just to graze in peace, where they will not be disturbed by us constantly. Unfortunately for them, it means they don't get silage every day. But unfortunately, silage is expensive. So they've been put out. It's not too far. The main responsibilities now for Stacy and myself with that herd is to go by there, kind of go there every day and just talk to the cows, spend some time with them, that they stay used to having people around, that when we need to move them, it's not a big issue. And then also every now and then take them some salt. So that's the responsibilities now with our herd. We were also able to sort out some of the other herds that were further away are now going to be brought closer, and I think we're gearing up to sell, not any of ours, but in the next couple of weeks some cows might be going. And that was most of the work side with the cows this week. The major deal this week was medicine, weighing, treating, herding into a narrow space, which again, they don't like. It's quite a scary experience. So that concludes my section for now.
Okay, so yeah, and what we did this week as well, which you may have seen in the title of the video, we were doing some Christmas preparations. So now we didn't have a lot that we bought, a lot of stuff.
But before we continue this video, I'm gonna just quick step in here. Hi, me again. So while we were creating and building and drawing and designing, I was shirtless. It was very hot. Forgive me. So what I'm going to do, for the sake of all of you on YouTube, and myself, I'm going to pull on the greatest of Hollywood editing abilities here, and I'm going to put a shirt on to myself for all of you. So rate my editing skills, my ability of CGI, and get ready for the most beautiful level of everything you've ever seen in your life. Yeah, that's it. Enjoy the rest of the video. Good luck. Good luck to me, who's editing this. Bye.
But I do have a creative brain, and I do sometimes come up with like ridiculous plans, and then I need help from Jono and my dad to put them into something usable. So this is what we have been doing as well this week. We started a project, a DIY project for our nephew. So it's a gift on its way. Hopefully Santa Claus will make it on time, and the little elves will be working very hard. So this is us working, and yeah, so that was a little bit of a DIY project that we've been doing. But we also had to, so the previous week we'd been trying to do some gardening work, and a lot of our machinery just broke.
Tell them who broke the tiller.
I didn't break it. It wasn't me. So I'm there. I cleaned out an area, and I was just gonna take the tiller and sow some seeds because I love flowers. And as I wanted to start the tiller, the rope just snapped. Wasn't me, by the way. It was. You can see it's like super rotten already. I just happened to be the one that touched it for the last time. And so Jono was so nice, and we went to the store and we bought some more of that rod, but luckily we could just shorten the one that was already there. So Jonah was doing that, and he was fixing it. I haven't tried that yet, by the way, so I don't actually know if it works, but anyway, we'll find out some other time. And then he also is fixing the weed eater, and so yeah, some of those projects that just need to be done, and they stop your work if you want to do a project and you can't because it's broken. So yeah, that has been the maintenance and DIY projects for this week. But we also were invited to join a volunteer group that goes every month. They go to different villages, indigenous villages here, and they just do they call it Hora Feliz, which is like a fun project that they do with the kids. There's a story, there's games, they sometimes do coloring in and those kind of things. So we also had the opportunity on Saturday to spend a morning there. It was so much fun. Jonah got to play soccer, which is always fun. And I was just lending a hand wherever needed, so that we really enjoyed. And yeah, so I'm gonna hand over to Jono to continue with the next part.
I'm back. So, and actually another thing with the volunteer thing, it was super fun. So it was all in Spanish. So I don't speak any Spanish, so it was great, trying to sing songs with kids in Spanish, and then the kids are giving you instructions, and I don't know what they were saying, but we had a lot of fun. It was really great, and really enjoyed it. So guess what? This week we had more Christmas markets. So the first one we went to was the one at the church. So the church we're a part of, the youth is quite versatile, quite nicely sized. So they run, I think every year, they run a Christmas market to raise funds for the youth. So to have funds to do fun things, go on fun trips, to fund their stuff. They have their own little youth house, which is really cool. So it's almost like a whole property that's this is your property, you look after it, you do it. So they hosted it there. It was really great. They have food stalls. It was mostly food stalls, actually, food stalls, cookies. There was milkshakes, which was really cool. We found a McDonald's. At least they said it was. P.S. McDonald's, don't sue them.
It wasn't fast food though.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't fast food though. When we arrived, the power had gone out. We're having big issues at the moment with power. It's like, load shedding could smell of South African. And the moment I moved here, it started. But luckily it's not because of not enough power. The actual problem is not enough. The cables carrying power to this area aren't actually strong enough. So that's cool, but they're working on it. Anyways, enough sidetrack. We had a lot of fun. There was great food. We got to sit down and just chat with some great friends. We had a lot of time to chat. Because the power was out, it came out back on as we ordered our, we had like a burger and chips thing. And so because the power was off, and they had like a backlog of orders, and then the fryer that was making the chips was frying like super slow. So unfortunately it took really long, but it was really good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the food was really nice, the atmosphere was really nice, it was a beautiful place, and it was like an absolutely beautiful event. And it was really awesome to just see how many of the people in the church came and turned up to support the kids. And like, I say kids, like it was a lot of like quite a mixture. There was some young adults, some teens. It was just great to see the church supporting. Like, and even though the power was off and it probably would have been really easy to complain, the church didn't. Like, the guys just sat, we laughed about it. Everyone was just having such a great time. And they set up this really cool like walk you could do just around the one area. For adults, it was a walk where it was like the story of Christmas and the story of Jesus' birth. And then for kids, they got like a really cool quad bike train ride, which is, in my opinion, not fair, because I feel like I should have gotten my train ride. But anyways, because I'm being a child, I'm going to be kicked off, and Stacey will take it from there.
Thank you very much. So, another fun thing we did this week was, so every year there's this tradition that our young adults do from like the whole community. I mean, there must have been like hundreds. I don't know. I didn't count them. There's too many. But it's like a parade they do with lanterns or torches. And it's just very beautiful. And so we happened to have the opportunity to go as well this year. And I actually participated like twice, I think, when I was still younger, in my younger years, back in the days. So we went there. First of all, we had to wait for a while because it's walking. So they walk a certain distance past an old age home, the hospital. So people get to see, it's just this amazing get together of the community. And it's so peaceful, except for all the cars that were driving past the whole time. But it was like, I think it took like 4 minutes for the whole train to pass, all the people to pass. And it's all youth and young adults from the ages of 14 up to, I think, I don't know, maybe 30, not even. So it was amazing to see. And they had real animals, like a real donkey and sheep. What else did they have? That was it, hey? Animals.
Yeah.
And then they had these guys that were like, I think they were dressed up as like the wise men, I don't know. They were carrying along candies.
Mary and Joseph too.
Mary and Joseph were there with a baby. And then there was this little tractor that had a trailer with music, like super loud music. And more candies. And they just gave out like packets of candies. That was so cool.
P.S. They don't give candy to adults. It's kind of unfair. And
yeah.
I wasn't allowed to like borrow my nephew to score some free candy. Apparently that's not appropriate, so yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that all those sweeties were donations, which is amazing. I mean, they must have had a lot of candies. So yeah, that was, as you can see, just a beautiful scenery. And then there was a Christmas tree lit as well. So yeah, there's a picture of that. And back to Jono.
So something fun about how we started our week, actually, so we're gonna end at the beginning, if you get what I'm saying, is we were just able to have an amazing evening with our friends. We had a giso next to one of the water holes, so it was really great. We just took some firewood out there and we took a poikipot, or a giso gruppe. That's the plotage. That's been your lesson for the week. And we just had a really great night with them. We had like a really great shot of the sun setting and the fire going and the pot, and it was just such an awesome time of just sitting around and chatting. It was really
We were
great.
swimming as well.
Yeah, we went for a swim, which was really awesome. The water was really nice. It was super refreshing. This week has been incredibly hot again.
And there was a turtle.
And there was a turtle in the water, but I didn't see it.
I saw it.
Stacey saw it, so allegedly there was a turtle in the water.
There was a turtle.
There was a turtle in the water. I'm sorry. So yeah, that's how we started our week, which is really, really cool, and it was just a wonderful time. So thank you so much for watching this video. We really appreciate you giving us this time, and if you are still around here, we really hope you've all made it to the end. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. What do you think of our new format of us switching in and out? And we hope you have a really great week. We'll see you next time. Cheers!
Thank you.